Good morning students. You all are welcome in a new video of digital learning. Today in this video, we will be learning the new chapter of algebra, statistic. In a class 9th, we have learned statistic. What is statistic? Statistic is a broad branch of science where numbers that have been collected in order to provide information, which means rules of statistics are used to convert the large amount of information for easy understanding. Information, which is known as data, can be collected in two ways, primary and secondary. Primary data is a data which is collected by a person on its own, and secondary data is a data which is already collected by someone other and we use it in the statistic. So there are 4 steps. First is a collection of data. Either it can be a primary collection or secondary collection. Then arranging the data. Data can be arranged in ascending or descending order for the further classification. Then your third step is a calculation of a data. And last is interpretation, which means writing the result. So here in this chapter, we will be learning the interpretation in 2 methods. It is algebraic interpretation and graphical interpretation. So in a algebraic interpretation, we will be finding the measure of the central tendency, that is mean, median and mode. In our previous standards, we have studied the measure of central tendency, namely mean, median and mode for ungrouped data. You all know that mean is an average of any data, median is a median information of any data, and mode is the highest number of information of any data. Here first we will be learning the mean. Here mean can be solved by 3 methods: direct method, assume mean method and step deviation method. Assume mean method and step deviation method is introduced if it becomes difficult to calculate the mean by direct method. If there is a large number of information, the assume mean method and step deviation method is used. In a graphical interpretation, we will be learning histogram, frequency, polygon. Now let us learn mean by all the 3 methods, that is direct method, assume mean method and step deviation method, by learning the practice set 6.1. Your question number 1 is, the following table shows the number of students and the time they utilize daily for their studies. Find the mean time spent by students for their studies by direct method. Here there are 2 columns. First column is time, which is given in hours, and second column is the number of students, which is your frequency. We have to find out the mean of the given data by direct method. Here by direct method, first of all, the mean is denoted by the capital X bar. The formula is summation, that is addition of class mark into frequency. X stands for class mark, F stands for frequency, upon summation of frequency. We have to make 4 vertical columns, where in a first column class is written. Your class is given in the time. In a second column class mark is written, that is given by xi. Third column is for frequency. Here your frequency is for the number of students, given by fi, and the last column is a product of class mark and frequency. So coming to the first column where class is written, your class is 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 10. Where here 0 is a lower limit, 2 is a upper limit. In a second class, 2 is a lower limit, 4 is a upper limit. In a third class, 4 is a lower limit, 6 is a upper limit, and so on. So to find out the class mark is a middle number of your given class. Your given class is 0 to 2. So ultimately your 1 is a middle number, like 0, 1, 2. So there is a formula to find out the class mark. The formula is lower limit plus upper limit upon 2. So your first lower limit is 0, upper limit is 2 upon 2. So that is 2 upon 2, which will give you 1. So here your first class mark is 1. Similarly, you can put the values in the formula of class mark and can find the other class mark. 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 upon 2 is 3, 4 plus 6 is 10, 10 upon 2 is 5, 6 plus 8 is 14 and 14 upon 2 is 7, 8 plus 10 is 18 and 18 upon 2 is 9. So this is your class mark. Now last column is the product of class mark and frequency. 1 multiplied by 7 is 7, 3 multiplied by 18 is 54, 5 12s are 60, 7 10s are 70 and 9 3s are 27. So we have filled all the 4 columns. Now your next step is to add the frequency and product of class mark into frequency, which is read as summation of frequency, summation of class mark into frequency. 7 plus 18 plus 12 plus 10 plus 3 gives you 50. Here 7 plus 54 plus 60 plus 70 plus 27 gives you 218. So we got both the values which we have to substitute in a formula. We will write a formula and substitute the values. It is 218 divided by 50. So here it will become 21.8 upon 5. Now we will divide 21.8 by 5. We will get 4.36. So therefore, mean time spent by student for their studies is 4.36 hours.
Question number 2. In the following table, the toll paid by drivers and the number of vehicles is shown. Find the mean of the toll by assume mean method. Now we will learn how to find out the mean by assume mean method. Here, the formula to find out the mean is A plus D bar. Here A is a assumed number which you will assume from the class mark column, any number, and your D stand for deviation. So to find out the D bar, we have a formula, summation of frequency into deviation upon summation of frequency, that can be written as well as by capital N. So to find out the D bar, we need to find out the D in a column. So here we have to make 5 vertical column for assume mean method. Similarly, we have in a first column the class, which is a toll in rupees given. Second column will be a class mark. Third column is a new column from the direct method, that is a deviation column. The formula to find out the D is class mark minus assumed number. Fourth column is a frequency column. Your frequency is a number of vehicle, and the last column is a product of frequency into deviation. Coming to the first column, the class is given 300 to 400, 400 to 500, 500 to 600, 600 to 700, 700 to 800. So you know that what is the lower limit and the upper limit. Here your lower limit is 300, upper limit is 400. Lower limit 400, upper limit 500, and so on. So we will find out the class mark by solving here. So we will recall the formula. The formula is lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So your first class mark will be lower limit is 300, upper limit is 400 divided by 2. So 300 and 400 gives you 700. Half of 700 is 350. So your first class mark is 350. Coming to the next class, that is 400 to 500.
So 400 plus 500 is 900. Half of 900 is 450. And so on. 550, 650 and 750. Your third column is deviation column. The formula is class mark minus assumed number. So here we have a class mark. We will assume a number from the class mark column, any number from 350 to 750. Here we will be taking the first class mark, that is your 350. We have written here class mark minus 350. So we will see what we get. First class mark is 350 minus 350. Then 450 minus 350 is 100. 550 minus 350 is 200. 650 minus 350 is 300. And 750 minus 350 is 400. Now last column is the product of frequency and deviation. So we will multiply it one by one. 0 multiplied by any numbers give you 0. So 0 multiplied by 80 is 0. 100 multiplied by 110 is 11,000. 200 multiplied by 120 is 12 multiplied by 2 is 24 and 3 zeros, that is 24,000. 3 multiplied by 7 is 21 and 3 0, that is 21,000. 4 4s are 16 and 3 0 is 16,000. So your table for assumed method is ready. Now your next step is a summation of frequency, that is your capital N. Gives you 80 plus 110 plus 120 plus 70 plus 40. The addition is 420. Now addition of the last column is 11,000 plus 24,000 plus 21,000 plus 16,000 is 72,000. Now coming to the formula, to find out the mean by assume mean method, the formula is assume number plus D bar. So we know the D, we have to find out the D bar by the formula summation of frequency into deviation upon N. So at the place of D bar, we'll keep the formula of D bar and substitute the value. What is your A? Assume number. Your assumed number is 350. So 350 plus. What is your summation of frequency into deviation? It is 72,000 divided by 420. So we will simplify first. 72,000 upon 420 is 350 plus. The simplification is 171.43. Now we'll add 350 plus 171.43. It will give you 521.43 rupees. So therefore, mean toll paid by the driver is 521.43 rupees. After learning the mean by direct method and assume mean method, we will learn the mean by step deviation method, which is given in the question number 5. I'll read out the question first. A frequency distribution of funds collected by 120 workers in a company for the drought affected people are given in the following table. Find the mean of the fund by step deviation method. So, mean calculated by step deviation method, the formula is A plus U bar into G. So first we will learn all the terms given in the formula. Here also A is a assumed number from a class mark column. U bar is calculated by this formula, summation of frequency into U upon summation of frequency. Here U is also a deviation but given by another alphabet instead of D. So this U which is been used to calculate the U bar it will be calculated in a column by the formula of D upon G. Now, this G stand for GCD. GCD means greatest common divisor. Greatest common divisor of your class. Your class is 0 to 500, 500 to 1000, 1000 to 1500, 1500 to 2000, 2000 to 2500. So of this number, we have to find out which is the greatest common divisor. Or you can say that your G is a height of your class. Height of your class means height can be calculated by upper limit minus lower limit. So can you say what is the upper limit here? Your upper limit of the first class is 500 and the lower limit is 0. So your G becomes 500. You can check the G by another class also. 1000 minus 500 is 500. 1500 minus 1000 is 500. 2000 minus 1500 is 500. And 2500 minus 2000 is 500. Which means the value of G is 500. We will write here G is equals to 500. Now coming to the columns of step deviation method, we have to make 6 vertical columns. What are that 6 columns we will see? The first column is about the class, which is the funds given in rupees. Second column is a class mark. Third column is a deviation. Your new column which is added in a step deviation method is to find out the U, which is given by the formula D upon G. Your second last column is a frequency, which is a number of worker, and last column is a product of frequency into U. So we'll start solving the column and filling it. Coming to the second column is a class mark, and you know that the class mark is a middle term of the given class. Lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So 0 plus 500 is 500 and 500 divided by 2, which means half of 500 is 250. 500 plus 1000 is 1500 and half of 1500 is 750. So once you came to know the 2 class mark, you can start writing the next other 1250, 1750 and 2250 is your class mark. Now third column is deviation. You know the formula, class mark minus assumed number. Now we will assume a number from class mark. I will be taking 250. You can take any number from 250 to 2250. I am taking 250 as a assumed number. So now your formula is class mark minus 250. You have to subtract 250 from each class mark. We will see what we are getting. 250 minus 250 is 0. 750 minus 250 is 500. 1250 and 250 subtracted, you will get 1000. Then you will get 1500 and last you will get 2000. Now coming to the new column, that is a U. The formula is deviation upon G. So we have both the values. First value is 0 and your G is 500. Deviation, whatever deviation we have one by one, we have to divide it by 500. So 0 divided by 500 is 0. 500 upon 500 is 1. 1000 divided by 500 is 2. 1500 divided by 500 is 3. And 2000 divided by 500 is 4. So we have filled all the columns where we have to solve. Coming to the last column, which is the product of frequency and U. So we'll multiply it. Now we'll start the multiplication. 0 multiplied by 35 is 0. 1 multiplied by 28 is 28. 2 multiplied by 32 is 64. 15 threes are 45 and 4 tens are 40. Now we will be doing the summation of frequency and summation of the last column. Summation means addition. We'll add all the number. Addition will give us 120 and here we'll add all the number. Addition will give us 177. Now we'll read out the formula. The formula have three terms, which is A plus U bar into G. So we have A, that is 250. We have G, that is 500. But we don't have U bar. So we will be finding the U bar from the formula. We will find here what it is. 107 upon 120. So it will be 17.7 upon 12. We'll divide it further. So we'll get 1.475. So now we have all the three values which we have to substitute in a formula. We'll substitute it. Assume number is 250 plus your U bar is 1.475 multiplied by 500. So you know the rule of BODMAS. First we have to multiply 250 plus 1.475 multiplied by 500. It is 737.5. Now we have to add 250 to 737, which is 987.5. So therefore the mean of the fund is 987.5 rupees.